Hi, my name is Ainul Azrin Kasim, and I am from CS2486B1.
Hi, my name is Qhoiril Luqman Rizuan. I'm from CS2486B1.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Aniq Ammar Ekhwan. I am from CS2486B1.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Haziqah Binti Hairudin and I'm from CS2486B1.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Khairunnisa binti Marion alias Muhammad Yusof. I am from CS2486B1.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Shafiqah Binti Azman from class CS2486B1.
Let's get started. COVID disease, which is COVID-19, is a novel coronavirus that spreads primarily by saliva, droplets or nasal discharge. When an infected person coughs or sneezes, the number of persons infected with COVID-19 is growing by the day and it affects them in diverse ways. Most infected people will have mild to moderate sickness and recover without needing to be hospitalized. Thus, practicing a good social distance and hygiene are crucial as it helps preventing and slowing down the impact of COVID-19. Malaysian government has also initiated the National COVID-19 Immunization Program by giving vaccine to Malaysian citizens. As of July 2021, there are 56,178 COVID-19 cases were reported in Negeri Sembilan. State the death number is 384 people from Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia. The problem statement for this study are people in these 5 districts need to be vaccinated efficiently so the National Immunization COVID-19 program will succeed and more people can get the vaccination. However, the shortest path between these 5 districts is unidentified since there are several paths can be used to travel among these 5 districts with different costs and time consumed. The shortest path is used not only to find the shortest distance, but also to reduce the cost and time consumed to travel. Thus, the study is proposed to determine the shortest path that can minimize the total cost and time consumed by COVID-19 mobile vaccination unit. We have 2 objectives. Firstly, to develop the possible routes between Tuanku Jaafar Hospital Seremban and the 5 districts hospital in Negeri Sembilan. Secondly, to determine the shortest path taken by COVID-19 mobile vaccination unit to travel from Tuanku Jaafar Hospital Seremban with the minimum cost and time consumed using Google OR tools.
Let's go to the list of assumption and problem solution. It starts from Hospital Tunku Jaafar Seremban to 5 districts in Negeri Sembilan. And we are using bus as COVID-19 vaccination unit. And also for the diesel, it is estimated as RM2.50 per litre of fuel and can move to 9 kilometers. For the notes, we start from 0, which is Hospital Tunku Jaafar Seremban. We go to the first note, which is Hospital Rembau. Second note, Hospital Tan Pin. Third note, Hospital Tuanku Ampuan Najihah, Kuala Pilah. Fourth note is a Hospital Jempol. And for the last one is Jelebu Hospital as a note 5th. So, we are going to the table of assumption list for cost and time consumed calculation. Starts from Tunku Jaafar Hospital as a note 0. We go into the first note, which is Hospital Rembau. There are 3 routes, but we are using the second route, which is RM6.57. For the Tampin Hospital, there are 2 routes, but we are using the second one, which is RM30.76. For the Tengku Ampuan Najihah Hospital, there are only 1 route, so the cost is RM80.84. But for the Hospital Jempol, there are 2 routes, but we are using the first one, which is RM70.37. But for the last one, Jelebu Hospital, there are only 1 route, and the cost is RM9.17. For the first note, which is from Hospital Rembau, There are 3 routes as well to the hospital Tunku Jaafar, but we are using the second one, which is RM6.57. For Tampin Hospital, there seems like they have only one route and the cost is RM6.78. But for the Tunku Ampon Najihah, there are 2 routes, but we are using the first one, which is cost RM10.65. For the Hospital Jempol, there are 2 routes as well, but we are using the first one, which is RM16.06. And also the last one for the Hospital Jempol, there are 2 routes, but we are using the first route, which is RM14.33. For the second one, Tampin Hospital, when going to the first node, which is Tunku Jaafar Hospital, there are 2 routes, but we are using the second one, costing RM30.76. To Hospital Rembau, there are only 1 route and the cost is RM6.78. For the Tunku Ampon Najihah Hospital, there are only 1 route and the cost total is RM8.96. For the Hospital Jempol, there are 2 routes, but we are using the first route, costing RM15.27. And for the Jelebu Hospital, there are 2 routes, but we are using the first route, costing RM22.26. For the third one, which is Tunku Ampon Najihah Hospital, there are only 1 route can go to the Tunku Jaafar Hospital, costing RM8.84. For Hospital Rembau, there are 2 routes, but we are using the first route, costing RM10.65. For the Tampin Hospital, there are only 1 route that can go, which is the total RM8.65. For the Jempol Hospital, there are 2 routes, but we are using the first route, costing RM8.43. And for the last one, Jelebu Hospital, there are 2 routes as well, but we are using the second route, costing RM14.86. For the Hospital Jempol, there are 2 routes that can go to the Hospital Tunku Jaafar, but we are using the first route, costing RM70.37. For the Hospital Rembau, also same 2 routes, but we are using the first route, which is RM60.96. For the Tampin Hospital, there are 2 routes, but we are using the first route, which is RM15.27. And for Tunku Ampon Najihah Hospital, there are 2 routes, but we are using first route, costing RM8.43. And for the last one, Jelebu Hospital, there are only 1 route and the cost is RM12.45. And for the last one, Jelebu Hospital, going to Hospital Tunku Jaafar Hospital, there are only 1 route, costing RM9.17. For the Hospital Rembau, there are 2 routes, but we're using the first route, which is costing RM14.33. For the Tampin Hospital, there are 2 routes as well, but we are using costing RM22.26. For the Hospital Tunku Ampon Najihah, also got 2 routes, but we are using the first route, costing RM18.84. For the last one, Hospital Jempol, we are using only 1 route, which is RM12.45. So these are the table of shortest distance with cost calculation that we are summarized. This is the network graph of the shortest route and agency matrix of 6x6 in kilometer.
For the suggested route, we are using Google Colab and the Google OR tools. The suggested route is from Tunku Jaafar Hospital to Hospital Rembau, and then from Hospital Rembau to Tampin Hospital, and then from Tampin Hospital to Tunku Ampon Najihah Hospital, and then from Tunku Ampon Najihah Hospital to Hospital Jempol, and then from Hospital Jempol to Jelebu, and then from Hospital Jelebu, it comes back to Tunku Jaafar Hospital. This is the table of the suggested route. This is the network graph of the suggested route, which is it shows from 0 to 1, it takes 27.5 km with 32 minutes. From 1 to 2, it takes 24.8 km with 28 minutes. From 2 to 3, it takes 37.5 km with 38 minutes. From 3 to 4, it takes 35.3 km with 36 minutes. From 4 to 5, it takes 52.1 km with 50 minutes. From 5 to 0, it takes 38.4 km with 43 minutes. This is the calculation of the suggested route with the total distance is 215.6 km and total cost of fuel is RM52.09 and total time travel is 2 to 7 minutes. The conclusion of the project is the National Immunization COVID-19 program is very important in order to get all the people vaccinated. So this system is very highly recommended because it can notify the optimal route that can be taken and also can notify all the district hospital with quickly and efficiently.
Wallah.